600 versus a leader bike. Which one is better? We're going to talk about that stuff today and find out. Hey guys, we're back on the Ducati Panigale again, and previous to riding and having this bike for the week, I never ridden a leader bike, and I always was curious what's the difference in a 600 and a leader bike. As a guy that rode a 600 and never, like I felt and I still do feel that a 600 has more than enough power, you know, more than enough that I would never use. But now that I've ridden a leader bike, I feel like I could talk to it a little better. Now that I've messed around on it, I've felt the power delivery and stuff like that. And you know, quite honestly, I still am going to remain kind of the way I was. Seeing how much more power numbers-wise that this bike has, and feeling the power, you know, delivery, I really don't see a situation where you would necessarily need this, especially on the street. Obviously, I haven't ridden this bike to the extent that I've ridden my R6 to, but I feel like if I was put on a track, I could ride this bike just as fast as I could my R6 at this moment. Actually, not even that, no. I feel like as far as using it as your, you know, public bike, like ride it on the road, I don't see why you would need a Ducati Panigale. I don't. And this bike is awesome. I have no qualms with this bike at all. But I don't think you need it. You know, I mean, that R6 can do some stupid shit. And this bike can arguably do just as much, if not more, stupid shit. I just don't think it's necessary, because how much faster do you need to go on the road than you can go in the 600, you know? And I am regularly a pretty frugal guy. I save my money and all that kind of shit. I don't think I could bring myself around to buying a bike like this with the added insurance costs and stuff like that. I am 25, so the insurance would kick my ass. So it's not always a situation like that, but you know, if you're an older person and the insurance doesn't bite you in the ass as hard as it does us younger guys, maybe I could totally see it, just to be like, hey, I want a cool bike, you know. But I don't know, man. If I was to choose this bike or a 600, you know, as far as financially, I would totally pick this bike. I would totally pick an R6, sorry. R6. This bike is beautiful, and it is an amazing bike. But I just don't think it's enough bike to validate spending the extra money, you know? Spending the extra money on something that I'm not going to be able to use. It's fast as hell, but you know, I don't see that happening. Freaking beautiful though, and I gotta be honest, I'm a little partial to the red. But yeah, so if you're thinking 600 or a leader bike, I would go ride one. And I would also consider your uses for, like, what do you want it for? You buying a track bike, and are you just fucking really good on a 600? You want something bigger? In that case, totally go get you a leader bike. But if you're like riding on the road, I don't know, man. I'm probably gonna stick with my 600s for a little while after this, because I just don't. This isn't validating my the money it would take. And I'm not talking strictly Ducati, I'm talking like a leader bike in general. So the gas, the insurance. I haven't looked into it, but I assume the MPGs for a leader bike would be a little less than what they would be on a 600. Assuming like the way the 250 is. 250 gets great gas mileage, 600 gets not as good gas mileage. So I assume it's not that big of a jump, but I assume there is a jump, you know. And I'm just not going to pay more money for something I'm not really going to use. Like if I had a leader bike, the only difference would be is I would have a little bit of a faster top speed on one of my speed runs. That would literally be the only difference. I would do everything else the same. So, not really worth it for me, everyone. In the future, sometime, I'm sure. But, I mean, I'm more of a mountains guy anyway. I'm not into the whole wheelies thing. I'm slowly getting there, but I'm not crazy about it, you know, so, and even in that respect, the 600 is, a 600 is better to learn wheelies on, so, or from what I've been told. But anyway, yeah, leader bike versus 600, I choose 600, man. Leader bikes are awesome. Once again, I'm not putting down leader bikes, but, I don't know, it's too much bike for me. I guess I'm a pansy. I like guys that say that, give me shit on my channel about, oh, the 600, blah, 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 you need to be on a leader bike. And I'm like, alright, that's fine. I don't care what you say because I like my motorcycles. My hands might freeze off. I haven't been able to feel my fingertips in about 20 minutes.